Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of Australia's most meaningful modern commemorative coins, the 2005 Australian 50-cent coin, issued to mark 60 years since the end of World War II. This coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's a heartfelt tribute to peace, remembrance, and the sacrifices of an entire generation. From its striking design to the powerful story behind it, the 2005 commemorative 50-cent coin represents a proud moment in Australia's numismatic history. Historical background: 60 years of peace. To truly understand this coin, we have to step back in time. The year 2005 marked 6 decades since the end of World War II, a global conflict that reshaped nations, changed societies, and claimed millions of lives. For Australia, the war had touched every corner of the nation. Over 1 million Australians served in the armed forces, and countless families made sacrifices both at home and abroad. When victory was declared in 1945, the world breathed a collective sigh of relief. Peace had returned. By 2005, Australia wanted to commemorate this milestone, 60 years of peace, not with glorification of war, but with a message of reflection and gratitude. That's when the Royal Australian Mint released this special 50-cent coin, a coin that carries not only artistic beauty but also emotional depth. Design overview: front side, obverse. Let's start by looking at the obverse, the front side of the coin. Like all standard Australian coins of the era, it features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His initials, IRB, appear just below the Queen's neck. This design, introduced in 1999, portrays a more mature and realistic depiction of Her Majesty, symbolizing continuity and stability through decades of Australian history. Around the portrait, we see the inscriptions Elizabeth II, Australia, and 2005. It's a familiar image, regal, balanced, and instantly recognizable, grounding this commemorative issue in Australia's broader numismatic tradition. Reverse design: symbolism of peace. Now, turning to the reverse side, this is where the real story of the coin unfolds. The reverse design was created by Wojciech Pietranek, one of Australia's most respected coin designers. It beautifully captures the theme of Australia's 60 years of peace, marking the anniversary of the end of World War II in 1945. At the center of the design, you'll see a dove in flight, holding an olive branch, the universal symbol of peace and hope. Behind the dove, rays of light spread outward, symbolizing the dawn of a new era that began when the guns finally fell silent. Below the design, the inscription reads, 60 years of peace, and the dates 1945 to 2005, reminding us of the long journey from conflict to stability. It's a design that feels both powerful and peaceful at the same time. The simplicity of the dove contrasts beautifully with the radiating background, creating a sense of optimism and renewal, something Australia wanted to celebrate in this coin. Technical details: composition and specifications. The 2005 commemorative 50-cent coin is struck in cupronickel, a durable alloy made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, a weight of 15.55 grams, and features the familiar 12-sided shape that makes Australian 50-cent pieces instantly recognizable. The coin was released for general circulation, meaning that millions of Australians could find it in their change, a perfect way to connect everyday people with a message of remembrance and peace. It was also released in uncirculated and proof versions, often sold in special collector packs by the Royal Australian Mint. The proof coins, with their mirror-like finish, are especially popular among collectors today. Mintage and collector interest. The mintage numbers for this commemorative issue were quite healthy, ensuring that many examples entered circulation. However, the coin's message and striking design have made it a favorite among collectors, both in Australia and abroad. Circulated examples are generally worth face value, around 50 cents, though well-preserved or uncirculated coins can sell for a few dollars each. The proof coins, depending on condition and packaging, often trade for $10 to $20 Australian dollars or more in the collector market. Beyond its monetary worth, though, this coin's true value lies in its symbolism. For many Australians, it represents gratitude toward those who served, pride in the nation's resilience, and hope for continued peace in the future. Meaning and symbolism. Why this coin matters. The 2005 60 Years of Peace 50-cent coin is part of a proud Australian tradition of using coins to commemorate significant national and global events. Since the introduction of decimal currency in 1966, Australia has released many commemorative coins, but this one stands out because of its emotional resonance. Unlike coins celebrating sporting events or royal anniversaries, this coin speaks to something deeper, a shared historical memory. It reminds Australians that peace is not just the absence of war, it's the presence of unity, compassion, and remembrance. The choice of the dove and olive branch is no accident. These symbols go back thousands of years, representing humanity's enduring desire for peace and renewal. By placing them on a coin, the Royal Australian Mint gave every Australian a daily reminder of the sacrifices that built the world we live in today. A coin that tells a story. Think about it, a small, 12-sided coin that weighs just over 15 grams, yet it carries the weight of an entire generation's hopes and struggles. Every time someone held this coin in their hand in 2005, they were, in a way, touching a piece of history. It served as a bridge between those who remembered the war and younger generations who only knew peace. Coins like this remind us that history doesn't just live in textbooks or museums. It lives in the coins that pass from hand to hand, in the change we carry in our pockets. That's the quiet power of numismatics, turning everyday currency into a living memory of our past. Closing thoughts. Why you should keep one. So, if you ever come across a 2005 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin, don't just spend it or toss it aside. Take a moment to look at that elegant dove, those radiant lines, and the simple yet powerful message, 60 years of peace. This coin is a symbol of gratitude, remembrance, and hope, three values that will never lose their meaning.